it won't be just me. This is something that we have to absolutely do as a team. And it shouldn't be on one person who's previously been deputy leader or leader or whatever position to kind of play a blame game or say, why didn't you do this? And also we know as much work as we put in as a Green Party, you also need national events on your side too. But by God, a national events on our side right now. We have a government that is absolutely appalling and a Labour Party that have shown that they're just not up to this challenge. Now, it's not good enough for us to get out there and just, slate the other parties. We have to offer a positive vision ourselves. And I think we do have that both in the Green New Deal, both in our commitment to social, environmental, racial and economic justice being interlinked with intersectionality. Anyway, all of those things, but I want to still answer the question directly. I guess the question is, how can I be part of that team that has got us there in a way we haven't before? And I think we're already on our way in many ways. We know how to win. We are now at over 550 councillors, and I want to make sure that we're winning more councillors. We've really got to make breakthroughs there. I want to see people on the Senate. I want to see more people on the London Assembly. And as I've said, I want to see more MPs. And I think the way we do this is by empowering people. And I think Andy Fewings in Burnley actually had a brilliant quote recently about this, where he said one of the reasons why he came and had a shock victory as a councillor was the other parties who constantly said we couldn't win started to believe their own spin. And actually he won with a majority, I think it was 66%. And I think a real thing we have to do as a party is believe. Now, we can't just believe and not do work. That way won't work. But I think when we're doing the work, it's absolutely about making sure the entire time we remind people that we are winning. We're getting Greens elected. And what we now need to do is make that breakthrough. And that's why I put breakthrough on everything I've done, because I think that is the key phrase here, is we've been so close so many times, but we've got to do it. And that's why I put that focus on Bristol West as well. Last time was more complicated. Carla had only just been selected as a candidate, and we were bounced straight into a general election. I'm concerned that I think we're maybe possibly about to be bounced into general election too, but we're much more ready this time. We've done the work. Of course, we could do with more time, we can do with more prep and more resourcing. But ultimately, I went to Bristol West recently and went door knocking with Caroline Lucas and lots of other people from the party. And when you knocked on people's doors, it was clear that it wasn't straight away. Don't want to be disingenuous. You didn't open doors and people go, yes, I'm voting Green. You opened doors and people were already sympathetic. You had a minute or 2 minutes chat and then people were literally saying, yes, that makes sense. I'm going to vote Green, or I will look into it. So the question then is, can we mobilize enough people to have enough conversations in Bristol West and our other target seats? And I think that's the key here. And so to bring it back to the question, I think one of the reasons I can do that is I've demonstrated that I do that constantly. I'm always out there supporting Greens in their local parties and championing the work that they're doing. And I think, it's not going to work if it's just me doing that. It requires everyone. But I think I will be a huge part of that team. And as deputy leader, I'd be really proud and excited to do it because I genuinely love doing it.